From America's election headquarters, the man in charge of the Democratic Party, the chairman, Howard Dean, has now said he will not pressure Barack Obama or Hillary Clinton to drop out of the presidential race right now. But he says for the good of the party, one of them better get out of the contest sometime in June, well before the Democratic convention in August. The party's final primaries, of course, taking place on June the 3rd. With us now, Bernard Whitman. He's a pollster for Bill Clinton. And on the Republican side, Andrea Tantaros. What does it mean exactly when Howard Dean says something?
It means that he, like a lot of Democrats, would love this race to be wrapped up. But the truth is, it's not going to be. It's going to go on for some time. No one is going to drop out of this race.
Clinton supporter, right?
I'm neutral in the matter.
You're a pollster for Bill Clinton.
I was, but that was a long time ago.
Forgive me for putting you in the Clinton camp until otherwise stated, because it seems to me, if you're Hillary Clinton, you want this to go on. If you're Barack Obama, you want this to end. To think otherwise would be to look at facts and spit upon them.
Well, I think what will likely happen is if Hillary comes out of Indiana and some of these other contests very strong, and she can pressure enough of the superdelegates to come over to her side after the June 3rd end of the primary season.
Yeah, that's what he doesn't want to happen. He wants the people to have their say here, right?
Yes, okay. But the truth is neither one of them can win without the superdelegates.
I know that. But if one's at 51 and one's at 49, Andrea, does the fact that he said this mean anything? Does the word from him begin to trickle down and the voices get louder and more numerous?
You know, I don't think so. I just don't think that Howard Dean has the guts or the gravitas in the party to get that done. And that's why Nancy Pelosi and Harry Reid have had to step in, because Dean has treated it a little bit like a political hot potato.
Because Nancy Pelosi and Harry Reid do have the gravitas to make them stop.
They absolutely do.
Over Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton et al.
Nancy Pelosi has gravitas because a lot of the superdelegates are House members. They're Democratic House members, and they follow her leadership. So when she, who controls the DCCC and the fundraising and all of that comes with it, she certainly carries a lot of weight. But
I'll also say that they haven't always followed her leadership, and that for a couple of months on end, we didn't hear anything from her as they were off freelancing.
This will likely play out at least until mid-June, late June, and if Hillary Clinton can't get enough of the superdelegates on her side by the end of June, it will likely go into July.
But Dean should force a vote. What he should do is force a vote. He should say that we're going to send out a ballot to all the superdelegates after June 3rd. You have to return it by the 15th. I believe Dick Morris was the one pushing this idea.
Oh, that's what we need, is Dick Morris advising.
But it's a good idea.
That will never happen in a million years.
No, it's a good idea. So what are you saying? You need to have your party coalesce and unite before the convention.
We would like the party to coalesce.
Because you know what we've been hearing?
But it may not happen.
Did you hear Barack Obama on Fox News Sunday yesterday? He was speaking to moderate voters. He was speaking to people who are not yet in his camp, who he wants to convince to come there. Were there no Jeremiah Wright stirring up all this fiery rhetoric, that might have a singular voice, but now you got these competing things. If there were no more Hillary Clinton, they could all just move to the center, or if there were no more Barack Obama. This has got to be counterproductive.
Reverend Wright's media tour in the last 4 days has been the biggest nightmare that Barack Obama could possibly imagine.
What does he do about it?
There is nothing he can do.
He can't now stand up and say, he baptized my children and he married me, but I tell you this, I've had my last moment with him. Or in doing so, does he separate himself from the, quote, black church? That was his really only entree into such a thing. And from the black community to the degree where he can't do that either. Is he just stuck?
No, Shep, I think maybe you should be advising the Obama campaign.
Oh, yeah, thanks. I can't get
If I were advising him, that's exactly what he should do, because the African Americans will rally around Barack Obama to the end. And
yeah, all right, that's not a large percentage of the electorate. What does it do to everybody else?
It continues to raise questions in middle America about precisely who Barack Obama is, and that, I think, is the real danger.
He's working Indiana right now. If Barack Obama, we believe that he's going to win North Carolina and win it in a big way. North Carolina and Indiana are on the same day. If Barack Obama could turn the tide and win both Indiana and North Carolina, I don't care what Hillary Clinton says. It is over.
I would agree with that, but that is likely not going to happen.
Didn't this just screw the pooch there?
Well, look, I think what happened today was really unfortunate because Reverend Wright made it about a bigger issue. It's us versus everyone else versus black churches, and that puts Barack Obama, because to your point, Shep, he hasn't distanced himself thus far.
Well,
that puts
he
him in a
has
really
distanced himself,
spot.
but thank you both. Appreciate it. We'll be right back.